Hello, everybody, and welcome to your monthly card readings. I'm Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. I am joined by my beautiful co-host, Jennifer Jurkofsky, from
Hello.
Holistic Self Counseling and Twillow Lifestyle Academy.
Absolutely.
Just with us too. So, we are gearing up to a big opening next month. A big, not an opening, but a big launch. September is bringing a big launch for us with a bunch of new classes, new programs, new teachers.
So much fun stuff.
Yes. So please join me in welcoming them to our community and academy as faculty. They've been students and they're moving into faculty, which is exciting.
Super exciting.
It is. It's awesome. So that's what's coming up next month. So this month, August, let's find out what the collective needs to know.
Absolutely. So just as a reminder for those of you on YouTube, we get 6 cards out of the 22 decks. We say 6 decks out of 22 decks, and you can join the membership page in order to get the rest of the reading. So twillowlifestyle.ca will get you the rest of the 22 deck reading for August.
Yes. And the membership is free right now, so get in now. Okay, so this ought to be interesting. Okay, so for August, we have Mending Bridges as our first one. I heal rifts, I am a mender. So sometimes this feels like there's been a rift, and I mean, because it says I heal rifts. Sometimes it feels that way, but for me today, let me finish my thought. Okay, so instead of it feeling like a rift, for me today, this is, you see the picture? It's about seeing both sides of something. You see the picture is looking at this bridge, and it's looking at both sides of the bridge. So, I mean, that is kind of what you do if you're a mender. You're looking at both sides and finding that middle ground. So I feel like that is more the essence of this, is find shared understanding. Is what the essence of it is this month. Find shared understanding. Okay, and then play the bridge. So if you do any channeling work or anything, that's also a bridge. So bridge, those of you that are doing channeling, this is a, work on your channeling and see both sides. And then the other, it's see both sides, like see shared understanding, find the shared understanding in your relationships, in your situations.
Yeah. Well, and it's so fitting to go with the next card, which is messages from the third eye. Right? So getting out of the mind, out of the narratives that tell us this is right or that's wrong or whatever it is, right? And actually seeing it from that intuitive place. So there's a practice here. I'm just going to share it with you for really connecting with that third eye. So it says, exhale deeply, take a sip of air into your belly, then another into your chest, and then another into your third eye between the eyebrows and deep into the mind. Hold your breath for 5 seconds, squeeze that energy upward into that third eye, and then release. Right, so you're going to breathe to the belly, again to the chest, and in. Visualize that going up, hold it, big release, 5 times. So if you want to pause in order to do that, go for it. But this is also a really interesting practice with your bridging card. Yes. Because so often, especially if we're in the midst of something, we don't take that time to find the pause and stop. Not that you have to breathe in that particular way, but it might bring new insights into whatever the conflict is, especially, with another, but also within ourselves. Like if we're feeling a conflict and we have that opportunity, as you were saying, to take that pause, we might get that connection and bridge something higher than ourselves to come in and help us move through it.
Absolutely. Now, I feel like some of us, I know last month we talked about change and stuff like that, and there was some transmuting of things. So this month, there may have been some of you that are uncomfortable with this because I got 2 cards for this one. Stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is this is a blessing in disguise. So what feels uncomfortable is a blessing in disguise. Okay, so stick with it. Be patient. Have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare dreamed. So it's really important for us to stay grounded in this and understand that we don't see all like the higher overall view necessarily, right? And our guides can. And so that's why they're reminding us it's that old this is happening for us, not to us.
Yes.
True. Right? So this transformation is happening for us. It is a blessing in disguise. So just stay the course.
Yeah.
Right? Take those moments of pause. Know that they're there for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I'm reminded of with what you were just sharing, and even with the card that I've got. So the next one is gentle force. Gentle force, right? Consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. And what was coming up with what you were sharing, because just before we were talking about it's, August, Lionsgate, the Lyran legacy. But what was coming up for me was Sechem, the Sekhmet energy, because there is that destructive element to bring about the change and the space for the healing. And so there is that breaking down the things that are going to maybe not go so well, or the things that need to change. And it's interesting, right? Like you've got the bridging, and then you've got those 2 cards showing up. And then I've got this like need to go inward and need to be persistent. Like they're very much telling us a story.
Mm-hmm.
It is that healing energy that Sechem brings forward, because when we're thinking about Sekhmet and the different energies that she encapsulates, like there are those elements, and we have to have all of them in order for full healing to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I love how you said, like it's for us, it's not to us.
Yeah.
And if we can, if we're being told this is the path, we can be persistent through it, but we have to allow a little bit of that breaking down potentially in order for us to get to that space to continue to push forward.
So while we're on the topic, maybe you'd like to tell people about Sechem.
Oh.
Jen teaches Sechem. So, if she tells you about it and you sound interested, leave it in the comments.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the Sechem energy is the healing modality that was used by the Suna in the ancient Egyptian times. And so they were part of Sekhmet's temple, and they were the renowned healers of the Egyptian time. And so if you're interested in learning more about it, especially with Lionsgate coming in, if you feel pulled towards that energy, reach out and let us know, and maybe we'll put the next cohort together. It's a great,
Put it in the comments so we can keep track of who's interested, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because we do try to be responsive to our students and followers and stuff, that we want to make sure you guys are getting what you want. So
absolutely. And it's one of those ones that I don't generally advertise. We did a class this past spring, I don't know. Anyway, we just did one. And I'm happy to do another one. So if the interest is there, it's a beautiful modality. It builds on so many of the other ones, and I find that these energies are all kind of coalescing anyway. So being able to understand the energy connecting with Sekhmet, I know some of the other students have reached out since then. It's such a I know she's, considered the netter of destruction, but she is also for healing and nurturing, and that love, that encapsulating love that the energy feels like is just incredible.
It's really beautiful, guys. We had Sekhmet come into our class. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to our reading.
We'll come back to it, and I got garnet, which is one of her stones. So, that just happens to be it.
I have a feeling this might be connected to her in a way as well. So for the essential oil this month for you to play with is clove.
Mm-hmm.
Restores strength and immunity. So again, it's talking about that strength, right? That we have that strength to move forward. So clove for this month of August.
Cloves are wonderful. We're coming into holiday time. I know it's a little bit further on, but in cooking, in spiced ciders, in teas.
Yes.
So good.
Very warming.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the garnet. Embrace passion and vitality. Ignite your inner fire. Right? So very much that energy of igniting what is coming up in you, what wants to be brought forward, and holding space for it.
Well, it's also red, so very root chakra based. So grounding, we talked a little bit about that last month, I believe. So a little bit of making sure we're grounded in how we move forward, especially if we're going through this transition. Ground the energy. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's what we have for you here on YouTube. So those of you that want more, go there.
At the membership page.
And then you would get the rest of them, up to 22 cards, or up to 22 decks, because often they give us more than one card. So that's where we're at. All right. So we thank you so much. Those of you that are staying on YouTube, we shall see you next month. And those of you that are joining us still, see you in a sec.